Welcome to Monday Night Raw, where we will be immediately joined by new Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff. Some strong words there by the new boss, and we will be getting it started off with a huge match right off the bat. Eric Bischoff believes that competition creates cash, and what better way to start off the new era of Monday Night Raw than a women's championship title match. He'll be pitting his second and third overall pick against each other as Becky Lynch takes on Asuka. Becky would get the early advantage and really take it to Asuka right off the bat. After hitting Asuka with a series of strikes, she'd take it to her in the corner and then hit her with a T-bone suplex. After that came another pump handle suplex, where Becky would go for a pin, but that's way too early to put away Asuka. She kicks out at 1. Asuka would fight back, blocking the strike from Becky and then hitting her with a dropkick of her own. This would lead to a series of suplexes by Asuka herself. The final suplex was a sit-out, only enough for a 1. Becky would regain control, and she would set Asuka up for a superplex that she would hit in devastating fashion. Becky would then take the action to the outside, where she would dominate Asuka further. Just whipping her into the guardrail. And again. Then a brutal suplex right on the steel guardrail. And whipping her into the steel steps before taking a moment to celebrate to the crowd. Becky would look to capitalize on this as she rolled Asuka into the ring, but could only manage a 2. Asuka would regain control of the match when she nailed a huge hip thrust right into Becky's face, followed by a series of kicks to the chest and then a wicked spinning back heel. But again, only a 2 count. Asuka would continue her assault, choosing more kicks again that Becky was really starting to feel. An Irish rip to the corner, and then a slam on the mat. Still only a 2 for Asuka. She's getting closer. Becky thought she had it won when out of nowhere she hit a man slam on Asuka, but again Asuka was able to kick out at 2. Wasting no time, Becky would set Asuka up for this disarmor. Unfortunately for her, her momentum would carry them over to the ropes, and that would be Asuka's saving grace. Becky's arrogance would cost her this match in the end. As she started to take her eye off the prize, Asuka would regain control and lock in the Asuka lock. It would be battling back and forth, but with nowhere to go, Becky would have to tap out, crowning Asuka our new Raw Women's Champion. A hard-fought match for both these competitors, but it was Asuka who was able to come away the new champion. Congratulations to Asuka. The King of Strong Style is coming to Monday Night Raw. What a great addition Shinsuke Nakamura will be. And there's no break here as we continue with the first semi-final matchup of our number 1 contenders tournament. You had a feeling that this was going to be a very physical matchup, and it was right as soon as the bell rang. Both men trading shots, but it would be the bigger Sheamus getting the better of the exchanges early on. After Sheamus took his time to celebrate, Finn Balor would nail a 1916 out of nowhere, almost shocking the Celtic Warrior very early on, but he was able to kick out at 2. Finn would continue his attack, nailing a code breaker, and then wasting no time going up to the top rope, hitting the coup de grace, and somehow Sheamus kicked out again, leaving Balor in disbelief. Sheamus would find his way back into this one, first starting with a huge Celtic cross, scoring a near fall. And then hitting an Irish curse into a brogue kick that Finn was only able to kick out at 2.99. Just as Sheamus was setting up for another bro kick, a slingshot drop kick out of nowhere by Finn Balor almost got him the win, but Sheamus was able to kick out again. Both these guys are leaving everything in the ring. Balor wouldn't let Sheamus recover, and he would nail another 1916, drag him away from the ropes, and this time it would be enough, giving Balor the win. A huge win for Finn Balor, as he'll be moving on to the finals in the #1 contender tournament. Braun Breaker is a huge signing by Eric Bischoff. Welcome Braun Breaker to Raw. Coming up next is our main event for the WWE Championship. Seth Rollins had the upper hand early on. He'd hit a couple of spinning forearm shots before tossing AJ Styles to the outside. Both these guys would land some pretty brutal shots outside the ring before finally deciding to get the action back inside. From there, Seth Rollins would hit a snap suplex rolling into a pin, but that would not be enough to put away the Phenomenal One. Seth Rollins would then hit a spinning Falcon Arrow and follow it up by a huge Phoenix Splash. But just as Seth went for the pin, AJ tried to roll him up, but Seth was able to kick out at 2. From there, Seth regained the advantage and continued the onslaught, this time hitting a massive pedigree on AJ Styles. But it still wasn't enough to keep AJ Styles down. Rollins was looking for another pedigree, but this time AJ was able to counter, first with the Dragon Screw, and then was looking for the Calf Crusher, but again the ropes come into play and forced Styles to let go of the maneuver. Styles wouldn't let Rollins recover. He would hit him with a Styles Clash, but could only manage a 2.99. AJ looked to end it as he would go to the apron and signal for his phenomenal forearm, Unfortunately for him, Seth saw it coming, got out of the way, and swiftly went into a curb stomp. That would get him the 1, 2, 3. We have a new champion in Seth Rollins. A fantastic ending to our first main event under Eric Bischoff. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Monday Night Raw coming soon.